Hi, it's Benny, guys, and I'm pretty upset right now. Today was kind of a bad day for me, and just things are not going well with some of the people that are in my life right now. And I just want to talk, I just want to get this kind of topic, put it out there, see what you guys think, because it is something that I just cannot handle. And I know that there are other people, especially some people that have specific mental disorders, that this is absolutely not okay for you to do to someone. Basically, the issue that I've been having lately is there's someone that's very close to me in my life, and I'm not going to say exactly who just to keep it a little bit more anonymous, but there's someone who is now having this kind of pattern and trend where they will say one thing to me, and then a long period of time passes, and then they will reveal that whatever that thing was a lie, or they were pretending, or something like that. And let me tell you how much it just f's me up when people do that to me. Like, I'm someone who, I wouldn't say I'm necessarily a trusting individual, but I am someone who, if someone says something to me, I will take them at their word, especially if they are close to me. If they're like a close friend, a family member, whatever, just someone that means a lot to me, I will take them at their word. They say, hey, this is how I feel, or hey, this is whatever. I'm not going to question it. I'm like, okay. And I might not always understand what it is that they're going through, but I will believe them. I'm not a person that's going to be about, well, let me tell you how you're supposed to feel. So the thing about that is that lately it just feels like a lot of these experiences that I'm having with this individual, it feels like my whole kind of relationship, my reality with them is like unfolding on like into this huge lie. Like so much so where I feel like, oh my god, am I like living a lie? Like, are you just telling me all these things? Like, how many things have you told me that were not true? Like, I'm sorry, but that is unacceptable. It really is. And it's like, I'm someone who does have, especially more recently so, who's have who's had like instances where it's been hard for me to ground myself in reality, in like the present of what's going on. I've had some dissociative episodes. So like for someone to tell me, oh hey, I lied to you about that, just so you know, it destroys me. It absolutely destroys me. And it's like it brings my trust in you like way down the ladder, if not even to like square one. It's like, all right, anything else you want to put on the table? Like anything else you'd like to talk about that isn't true? Just so I know who you are and what I'm dealing with, because it's like it sucks. And it was like one of these things where like one of the things that really hurt the most to me was when I first met this person. There were these really like, for me, they were very like treasured, cherished memories, like of sweet things that this person does, things that I thought were just so kind, so wonderful. Oh, how loving this person is. And then it's like, I find out that from their perspective, they're like, oh, I wasn't doing that coming out of a loving place. I was doing that coming out of a lustful place. Or I was seeing you as like some kind of sexual, like, object or whatever. And it's just like, wow, like that makes me sick. Like it really makes me think differently about you. So, it's one thing. It's like, do not, absolutely do not feel that it is okay to kind of to play with somebody's perception of reality. That's not okay. There are people who are very dependent, and they need to be grounded in something, and usually oftentimes it's just the words of others, especially having that strong support system. So when that when that pillar says, hey, I'm fake or I'm not really there, it's like, it's a shock to the system. It really is like, how do I process this new information? Well, what does that mean? How do I feel about you now? Because my feelings are based on those experiences. And if those experiences were untrue, then what does that mean? So, seriously, like, please, guys, don't do that to people. Like, seriously, just be 100% honest. If you are doing something, if you have like a certain goal, or you're like, hey, I'm gonna do something in hopes of doing that, or maybe I don't want to hurt this person's feelings, so I'm gonna lie about this. Just don't. Like, seriously, just don't. Be honest with people. Just be honest, be upfront, and be real, because that's really all we have. It's like, if you want to get really, really deep here, you know, what do we really have other than other people's words to go off of, like, in our lives? What's really concrete other than our trust in people? Other than that, we have nothing. you know if somebody tells me, they feel a certain way, I may not understand it, but if they say that they feel that way, I'm gonna trust them. They come back 2 years later, they're like, oh, I made that whole thing up. That's gonna blow my mind. That's gonna really just, f with my reality. So it's not cute, people. Like, it's not cute, it's not fun, it's not funny. Don't do that. So yeah. It's just something I get really, like, really upset over. Like, I don't want people to think that it's okay to play little mind games with other people. Like, that's not right. Whether your intention was to hurt them or not, like, just be honest and be upfront. So that's all I wanted to get off my chest, and I will see you guys later. Bye.